Virgo. Virgo, welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot Channel. I'm your host, Sonny Bannock. Thank you for coming back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. Let's do Virgo. Trusted ancestors, please, only join us. And specifically, been told to call upon Archangel Metatron and Archangel Azrael. And, Archangel Michael, that kind of goes without saying. He showed up heavy in my last reading, too. I just did for Leo, even though I didn't mention it, but he's here. He's here for you, he's here for me. I feel protected as I do your reading. I hope you feel protected as you watch this YouTube reading. Please take things with a grain of salt. You know, if it applies to you, it applies to you. Fantastic. If it doesn't, let it go. Don't get stuck on words. Don't get stuck on genders. Don't get stuck on signs. You're the master of your story. Place yourself where you see fit, Virgos. I love you. So much. So much. Alright, Virgos. What's going on? I'm using my slippery shit-talking deck that I created because it'd be doing a damn good job. At least for the sign readings, I've noticed. I'm not mad at it. As we spank it. Okay, shh. Today, I'm like, I don't think it's my ancestors that are telling me to stop it. I think it's the angels that are like, cool it. Because my ancestors are weird. Little leprechaun freaks. But, yeah, the angels are like, just cool it down. Sunny, can you do that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Especially for Virgo. What do we got, angels? Truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. I've assigned the major and minor arcana to these and the elements, so, what's going on for Virgo, please? Truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I did my own nails too, everyone, so if you notice my shuffling is struggling, that's partially why, because I'm not used to them. But I did them myself, and I'm proud of them, so I'm keeping them on for at least a few days, all right? All right, and I have a background change as well. It's mine, so you can see my fashion that I create. This shirt, too, I created. Anyways. Shh. Virgo. Whoa, right out of the gates, Virgo. Whoa, we got a flyer. Virgo. We got a flyer. I don't know if it's up, right, up, down. What is it? Creation, invention, potential. It's an Ace of Wands. I will say that I picked it up and then I turned it over when I read it. You know, readers, you know what I'm talking about. It fell and I picked it up and I kind of did this. Which, you know, let's not get caught in our heads, Virgo. Maybe this is a message. Maybe we're flipping things around and turning things sideways, backwards front, when we should just take it for face value. What did I just hold in my hand, basically? Fuck all the other stuff. Picking it up off the floor, what I did with my hands. No sneaky business. No, just what did I hold? It's an Ace of Wands upside down is what I held. Ace of Wands upside down is not great. Are you dealing with unhappy circumstances? Do you feel like your creation and your potentials have been put in a roadblock? Like a block? Are you a magician? Are you mingled with warlocks, witches, and folks that mingle in the elements and other things for not to the light? Well, they just do it. They don't know they're not of the light. They just do it, and it's bad. What is that? What is this about you, Virgo? Virgo, what is this Ace of Wands upside down? It's a Justice upside down. Ace of Sword upside down. Risky. Which is, it's my Two of Wands upright. We have bright ideas. I don't know. I wanted to say collaborative, even though like The Two of Wands is typically the man alone holding a globe, with really bright ideas. It's kind of my Emperor card, to be quite honest with you. It's a little bit of power tripping vibes. This is not your energy. Are you dealing with a fire sign or a air sign? You could be, or having it in your own chart. I won't name them. I don't feel the need to for you. Just place yourself where you see fit. You know what to do, Virgo. What's up with this Justice upside down and this potential inventions and circumstantial bullshit that involved a risky plan? Did something put you here? Who put you here? Who did this? Who did this to my Virgos? Who did this to my Virgos? Oh, you bet your ass we're about to talk about it. Oh, a Queen of Swords did. A Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius person, potentially. It doesn't have to be. She is upright. Okay? So, an honest person. We could have somebody on this. You, perhaps. Maybe you have heavy air in your chart. Like we were just saying, there's air out here. Heavy air. We have I'm taking it, yeah. Aries, Leo, Sag upside down. So perhaps it's you, Virgo. Maybe you have Aquarius, Libra. Picking up on heavy Libra you might have in your chart. Heavy Libra you might have in your chart. Don't have to. Could be dealing with one. But there was untruths. Maybe said even by a Queen of Sword archetype, you know, someone that people will believe if she's upright as well. And she is here. He, she, they. Don't get stuck on genders. Place yourself where you see fit. You're the master of your story. There was risky actions taken by a potential Queen of Sword. Or you are this Queen of Swords and you are being cutting as shit about what is happening to you. And it might involve a sketchy, because it's upside down. I don't know why, because this is a Two of Pentacles, but for some reason I wrote Aries, Leo, Sag on it. That's interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's like a Two of Pentacles upside down is the circus juggling guy. I don't know if it's number 2 in the Rider-Waite deck. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It just seems like one of the first cards in the Rider-Waite deck. At least of the minor arcana. Could be totally wrong about all that, though. So don't don't leave me if I am wrong. I get things wrong all the time. I literally say things that come out of my mouth because a lot of times they're right and sometimes they're wrong. It's okay. It's part of being a human, right? Maybe you need to hear that. I see an Ace of Cup upright. I also see a 3 of Sword. Something has hurt you very badly. Was it an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius person working in their upside down form? You know, fire upside down element is, well, scary, like violent, don't think before they talk type of stuff. Depending on what this person could have in their, if you're dealing with a person, today's coming out as, well, that makes sense because I'm doing sign readings. So this is more personal for y'all. The collective readings have been about group stuff. But this, you and Leo so far. Maybe you have Leo in your chart. Maybe watch Leo's reading. Not really getting any of Leo reading off of this though. But maybe just throwing it out there. Some first house, some fourth house, some ninth house activity. Maybe those houses are important to you, or you should be looking into them. Something to do with your heart. And it feels breaking. Feels breaking. I said breaking, so not broken. So it's repairable. Good. I'm only saying, well, it's hard to tell because it's not your typical deck, but I'm holding. This is my Ace of Cup. This is my 3 of Sword. and this is my upside down. And see, it's I use the pentacle for the clove just because it made sense to me. It's earth, plants, heart, cups, spades were like swords for me. I don't know. I know it's not the case with the whatever. We're gonna pull those though. Ooh, and then the three of cup. Okay, where's my ace of cup that I saw? It is upside down. I didn't know that until I just looked at it. I only know one thing, you know, because in the playing cards, it's like it's upside down. It's both the same, which I actually kind of like that because in tarot, it's like kind of is like that though, if you know what I mean. It says sacrificial lamb on it, which means that I don't know. I want to say that someone tried to sacrifice you. We have accidental death here. Remember the Three of Swords that I just spoke on. It says accidental death on the card. And look, I write things on these cards because it's called my shit talking deck, but it doesn't have to be the case. That's why I like to yell out the Three of Sword, Ace of Cup, Two of Pentacle. I am pulling on this 3, 3, 3, 3, especially because we have 3 aces out here. So the letter A could be of importance. Aaron, Anna, Ali, Alina, Ali, Anna, Sabrina. That's not an A, but S's could be of importance. So Scorpio or Sag or just slithering ass, snake ass fools. And look, nothing against Scorpios and Saggies. That's my signs mostly. So seriously, nothing against it, but that could be of importance. Why is this sacrificial lamb? Why is there a tainted cup? Well, I know why. Because you have someone that took a risky action against you. They literally turned your Ace of Wand, your Ace of Sword, and your Ace of Cup upside down. I will say though, because this Three of Sword card, even though it says accidental death on it, whether you're dealing with that or not, my condolences, my apologies. I am well aware of how it feels to go through losing someone that you love very much, and how angry it makes you feel, how sad, and how much it carries on for years, and how it sneaks up on you. So if you're grieving a loss, okay, just side note, if you're grieving a loss, take your time. Don't let people make you feel weird that it's taking you a while to process what they were able to process in a year, in a couple months, in a week, a few days. Maybe they didn't care at all. Who knows? I have other cards here that I wasn't going to pick up on, but they're still here. Still looking at them. Kind of. Now I'm really looking at them. But 333, AAA. Maybe you know 3 people that are, maybe there's 3 people involved in this risky plan. Maybe there's 3 people involved in this risky plan that they thought was going to be their ace, their hole in one, to turn all yours upside down, to turn your aces upside down. Well, you're healing from it because my Three of Sword card is upside down, which is the heart with the swords in it, and that being upside down tells me that you're aware of what happened. You're healing from it. Or you are healed from it. So we're speaking on past energy, maybe. You're healing from it. You're aware of it, which good for you. That's not easy to do with all these aces upside down. And a Three of Cup. This made someone happy to see you this way, or to make you experience this. Or these 3 people. I'm picking up on 3 people. Especially because it says Aries, Leo, Sag on this card, which is 3 signs. I'm not saying it was those signs. It's just strange, you know. Lots of 3 going on. Definitely check out 333, angel number 333. The number 9, which is actually September. So Virgo, that definitely applies to you. The number 9, very special number. We have a Joker of Hearts out here with another Joker and a false promises. We have a Seven of Cups upside down. We have a Joker upright. And then we have a Joker of Cups upside down. So somebody that, it's almost like my Page of Cup. My Joker cards. Coming out with a joke, the actual Joker card, like the Joker. And a Seven of Cups upside down. I feel like you've really been, if this applies to you, okay? If it doesn't, check out your other placements, please. But I do feel like the Virgo I'm speaking to was backed into a corner by a false love offer, by a friendly gesture, by this Joker of Heart character, potentially, that involved maybe 3 people or more, I don't know. Could have involved fire signs heavily out here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, along with a heavy Libra and heavy Gemini. Yeah, there's a disagreement that's been happening. There's a disagreement here now. We're at 1626. 1626. I don't know why, too, before you're reading Virgo, I felt the need to put on a bunch of, like, my protective jewels. Like, jewelry that I, like, pray on and, like, put good intentions in. Do that, maybe. Like, if you don't do that, maybe it's something to look into. Like, find a pendant that you really like. A talisman, make it yourself, I recommend. And wear it. Pray on it. Put it in your bath. Like, whatever. Let it soak you up, basically, with all the goodness that you are, all the greatness that you are, all the love that you have, and wear that shit. Yeah, I felt the need to put on a lot of it for your reading. I don't know. I felt it probably for protective measures. Something about your reading, Virgo, is intense, and you are one of the signs that I feel like deserves that, the title of being magnificent and intense and all the things that other signs get titles for, right? But Virgos don't really get that title. But you are that. And maybe because of this, maybe you feel like you've been overlooked or something, like passed on, or like taken advantage of, backed into a corner, left with no choices. Seven of Cups upside down. Maybe you were confused at one point, but you're not anymore. Seven of Cups upside down. Six of Wands, upright. Six of Wands, upright. Phew. With this disagreement. So this is this Five of Wands and this Six of Wands coming out. Five of Wands, Six of Wands. This is creating conflict. You being aware. You not being in a Three of Swords. Your Three of Swords is upside down. You not being hurt by this weird plan that was risky, that involved power trippers, that could have had heavy fire in their chart, heavy air in their chart. Maybe water. I just get more, there's a lot of air out here and some fire stuff. Yeah, lots of fire, lots of air. Again, here comes more air. King of Swords, upside down. Solutions, upside down. With a King of Pentacles, upside down. What's up with all these upside down crazy fools? The only upright person we have in the room is this Queen of Swords. That is you. That must be. You're honest, you're fair, you speak truth, you spit truth, you're cunning with your words, you're sharp with your mind. You can cut with your tongue if you have to. I get you don't really like to do this, but you might have to do this. Being backed into a corner by some weird risky stuff that people thought they were gonna, what What did people think they could do? This King of Sword upside down, was it a law official? Does this involve law? Does it involve, because he's upside down here, this King of Sword, which whenever I get an upside down King of Sword, he could be associated with this upside down risky, or I'm sorry, this risky, it's just risky. Two of wand, my power tripping. We are, confirmation on that. My computer does weird stuff sometimes. Confirmation on that, 2020. Year 2020 could be of importance, obviously. It is for a lot of people. Or the number 4. Leo, again, 4th house energy. January, February, March, April. Or Aries, that fire. Here comes that fire stuff again. I mean, Leo is fire as well. So, fire energy is important here. I have a 10 of Swords in my hand. A 10 of Swords with this 2 of Wand and this upside down King of Sword. This person took a risky action to try and end you. And then we have a King of Pentacles upside down. That's like some clout thirsty person that, what? Thought they were gonna like gain cool guy points and like wear some cool clothes or something because of your demise? Or like, what is that? What is this fool? Stand your ground, 7 of Wands. You're fighting this. And you're going to have a victory about it with this 6 of Wands. We have a 3 of Pentacles. That's, I wrote cult, religious organizations, distorted groups, spiritual communities that are weird. Unfortunately, that does involve festival communities. As much as I love them, I grew up doing all that. But we are only getting older, and with all the substances involved and partying involved in those activities, you're going to most likely end up with a few crazies eventually. And I get that there's a few crazies on my table that thought it was a good idea to do what to you? Are they involved in some weird cult or religious organization of some kind? A bad investment. We have a 7 of Pentacles upside down. Yeah, it was, why? What is it about? Money? There's a lot of clout coming through. Lies, clout, a risky plan to back you into a corner. You're standing your ground. You're healing from it, or you are healed from it, and we're speaking on past energy. Someone, someplace, some people's turned your aces upside down, which is the definition of evil, if you ask me. Just a couple more out of this deck, and then we got to switch to this Oracle deck, all right? Here's that cult. It wants to be here. Shelter, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, well, I'm off this 5 of Pentacles. I'm almost getting like that. Yeah, that kind of confirms, just because I wrote shelter on it. 5 of Pentacles is the people in lack wandering outside of the chapel. Church. There is something about people in lack that are a part of a group. It doesn't have to be religion at all. It just could be a group of people that hang out and party. Okay, with the festival stuff that I was talking about. And shelter, it's like, for me, I'm just envisioning them. I'm just envisioning the 3 of Pentacles card, actually, which is here. My cult card, upside down. 3 of Pentacles. Just group activities that involve entrepreneurial ideas, making money, and sneaky stuff sometimes. With this reading, it's giving that heavily, unfortunately, Virgo. And this shelter card with the 5 of Pentacles coming out right after it, upright, with the 5 of Pentacles upright right after it. It's like this didn't work out to their benefit, first of all. And it's like there was like an enclosed space that they would meet in. Divine Feminine, upside down. Okay, there was a potential, this is a Queen of Wands upside down. Here comes that weird fire energy. Here comes that weird fire energy potential. It doesn't have to be. Look, it doesn't have to be. I just speak on the signs and the elements because it's important. But we all have charts, remember, not just sun signs. But we have a Queen of Wands upside down that could have had a strong play in all this. Well, the upside Queen of Wands ain't no match for an upright Queen of Swords, is all I have to say. You're basically a law official. It's a setup. Exactly. A seven of cups upright. Too many options. Confusion. A setup. Something weird, dude. Something weird, Virgo. Organized. Breaking point. Limit. Final straw. Overwhelmed. They are. Are they? Let's see. Also, forgive me if my shuffling my nails with these cards I've noticed is very difficult. Divine Masculine. Upright. There's a Divine Masculine that could be at a breaking point involved here. He could be involved in this group that was a part of this weird activity to put someone in a corner. Make it so they can't do anything. Take their money away. I'm almost getting like their clout away or their friends or something. Maybe it has something to do with that Queen of Wands upside down. Attacked a Divine Masculine. This person could have Virgo in their chart. Maybe I'm speaking to a cross-watcher. Divine Masculine, it wants to be here. Abandoned. We have a sad Divine Masculine in the room. Thinking, and they're thinking. Beauty. They're thinking about your beauty. There was a disruption in maybe a potential union, and this person is thinking about it. If I'm speaking to a femme, you have a Divine Masculine that's thinking about your beauty. And they're spying on you. That's a little creepy. I never like spying just because of there's the stalking. I don't like that vibe. But off of this, I'm almost getting more so that they're just like checking in on you. I'm not getting like they're being weird and creepy. No, it's like they want to know what you're doing. Maybe you've shut them out because things have gotten really weird. Bitterness. Maybe you're bitter towards this person because maybe they were a part of this group and they feel bad about what they did to you. To back you into a corner. To turn all your aces upside down. This risky plan. This 10 of Swords you. With a weird group. Here's that group stuff, right? I was picking up a little bit in the earlier of your reading that it was kind of one single person, but I get that. Well, maybe that's like in your heart of hearts. That's who it. That's what it's about. You know, 27, 33, 27, 37. They're spying on you. They're checking in on you because they're bitter. You're bitter. There's bitterness. Maybe y'all aren't communicating right now. You're not communicating with this Divine Masculine right now, but they are thinking about you. They think you're very graceful, charming, kind-hearted, and beautiful. That's very sweet, Virgo. That's very sweet. I like that. I hope my sound's all right, y'all. Just a few more, Virgo. Okay, this reading, I just getting a weird abandoned, a weird feeling of wanting to cry right now. Maybe they feel alone. You feel alone. There's loneliness because of this. This seems like some weird, like, what the fuck? What else can we tell Virgo before we end this reading? Ecstasy, chasing thrills. Here's that. I'm getting that weird festival stuff off of this. Chasing thrills, excitement, good times. Yeah, maybe that's what, like, no. Like, what kind of disturbed ass weirdos get excitement off of doing this to someone? I'll tell you who. People that are jealous. Envy. Isn't envy one of the 10 deadly sins or 7 deadly sins or probably one of the 42 laws? I'm sure. I'm like more than positive. Envy is like probably one of the top leads. Money and envy are like the 2 things on this planet that make people do crazy shit. All right, let's get a couple more for Virgo. Time upside down. Maybe you want to turn back time. Maybe you wish you could go back in time. Still getting this crying feeling. Resistance. Yeah, you have a secret admirer that wants to turn back time because of maybe what they had participated in. Virgos, okay? Stress upside down. Yeah, you're not worried about it. You're like, I don't. Rejection upright. They feel rejected by you. Maybe you are rejected. Maybe you have every right to reject this person. Maybe what they did to you was so debaucherous and horrid that they should be cut out of your life. But it seems, I mean, I do have the Divine Masculine card upright here. Maybe they were fooled, you know, by all these queens and kings upside down, by this Queen of Wands upside down. You know, she can be sexy, she can be very convincing. I don't know, y'all. Virgo, that's your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I hope it resonated with you. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, please do that. I'd really appreciate it. And Virgos, love you so much. Thanks for coming back. And until next time, bye, y'all.